Hey there, Don Wilson here, and welcome back to day 11 Facebook Advertising Basics. So, here's where we left off on day 10, which is a third of the way through the 30-day challenge. So, congratulations on that. You need to set up a business account with Facebook. If you don't have one yet, you need one. Set up your business manager within that business account. Set up your ads account, your very first ads account if you don't already have one. Set up your Facebook pixel, and then connect that pixel to your store. So, if you haven't done those things, you need to do them. Okay? You need to get your pixel set up, you need to get it connected to your store, you need to do all that stuff before we go forward. I know it was a little uglier, a little more technical, but make sure you get them completed because once we start running real lifetime ads with ad spend, all the stuff needs to be set up right. Okay? So here's what we're covering today: advertising mindset, a strategy I've been using for the last 6 to 7 years called audience first, product second, that makes all advertising far easier. We're going to go over what type of ads you can run, what you can target by. We're going to do a basic walk around on creating an ad so you can see what the ad platform looks like and all those different things. So you can get familiarize yourself with everything that's going on in there before we actually start creating ads to spend money. And then we're going to talk about researching your markets for interest, and then doing your first dummy tester ad. We're not going to spend any money today. We're not going to push a live ad today, but we're going to make sure that we know what we're doing. Okay? So first and foremost, advertising mindset. Especially if you're new, don't be afraid of running ads. Okay? I know a lot of people out there that will buy, $2,000 courses and trainings, but if I say go spend $100 on ads, they freak out. Don't be afraid to run ads. Okay, you're gonna need to run ads eventually to make any serious money in any type of e-commerce out there. Free traffic it exists, but don't be afraid to run ads because someone that runs ads is always gonna win every single time. Okay? So with ads, start small, scale big. Okay, you can start with $5 a day, like that last bullet on the slide here. That's really all it takes to start with. I would recommend, if you have the budget, to start with significantly more. But the thing is, I want you to start with something comfortable that you're comfortable with losing. And you may think that I don't want to lose anything. Well, I don't want to lose any money either. But this is business, so this is a mindset thing. Some of these ads aren't going to work. Most of your ads aren't going to work. But if you can get a winner, and every single time you spend $1, you get two back, and you can spend $1 get two, $100 get 200, $1,000 get 2,000, $1,000,000 get 2,000,000. If you can get $2 back for every dollar you spend, you're going to spend as many as humanly possible. But on the flip side, if every $2 you spend, you're getting $1 back, you're going to turn that ad off pretty quickly. Okay? So understand that a lot of the big money in ads that you see out there, everyone starts with a small screenshot. Everyone starts with one sale. And usually everybody starts with a really small budget, and they only have these big giant budgets that you see online once they have winners. So you're only going to spend a lot of money on winners, okay? So don't worry about losers. They come with the territory. But if you get a winner and you're in a niche big enough to get lots of sales, it will make up for all losers because you can spend a lot of money on it if you know how to advertise correctly, which I'm going to teach you how to do throughout these trainings. So here's my strategy I've been using for over half a decade. Audience first, product second. Master this concept and the ads will be far, 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 far simpler. Now, what do I mean by audience first, product second? What I mean is if you know how to drive traffic to a product before you launch it, the ads are going to be significantly easier. And why I say that is when you go and do your Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Etsy, Amazon, wherever research, when you're researching the products, you'll start to understand, okay, I know how to target that one. That one over there is selling, but I don't know how to target that one. That one over here where it says this girl loves horses, I know how to target that, possibly. This other one over here that looks like it's selling, I have no idea how to target it. It doesn't, just because you don't know how to send traffic to it now, doesn't mean it's not a winning product. But that means that if you don't have any idea how to sell a product, maybe that's not the first one that you test with ads. Maybe you put it over a little sheet, you write it down and say test later. Looks proven on my Monday, Wednesday, Friday research, but I ain't got a clue how to make it, or I ain't got a clue how to sell it, any of those type of things. But on the other side is if you can figure out how to send the traffic to the product before you launch it, then you don't have to guess. Is this a male? Is this a female? Is this something that would resonate with a young audience or an older audience? Or this interest over here, that interest over there. If you can figure out who it's for before you run the ads, you don't have to test as much stuff. So, here's an example. Just a girl who loves horses. Now, as you can see from this slide here, this second bullet here on the bottom, where it says, what can you assume about the audience? This is a really important question. Okay? So if you can assume things with close to 100% accuracy, that's going to help you with your targeting. So let me just go ahead and toss this up here, and then I'll get into what you can target, all the different things. I'm just giving you an overview here of this concept, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty. Okay, so this example is just a girl who loves horses. So what do we know about this? First and foremost, we know this is for a female, just a girl. And we also know it's for a female who's interested in the topics of horses. Okay? So we know that. This isn't a shirt for a man. We don't know the age. We have no idea. We don't know if they're also interested in dogs, cats, any different thing. We have no idea. But we do know this is a female interested in horses. Now, if it was just a beautiful painting of a horse, then we would know if this is for a male or a female. Now, the flowers probably give it away a little bit, but you could do an abstract, beautiful painting of a horse, and you would have to try, eventually, figuring out if you're going to sell it to men or women. You don't know immediately, but this particular one, you do. And it can get even more broad to where if you're doing a Father's Day design that says, "Dear Dad, thanks for wiping my butt. Love, your favorite." And that particular thing may sell really well, but you don't know if it's the son buying it or the daughter buying it versus one that says, "Dear Dad, thanks for wiping my butt. Love, your son." Then you know a male is purchasing it, so when you run your ads, you're only going to run them to males. So hopefully I'm starting to make this concept kind of jive with you. And now I'm going to get into some more parts here. So, let me show you how we target it first. Then I'm going to get into the rest. So this is 25 to 65. Because I don't know exactly what age. It's 25 to 65 plus. Women. And then here's some interest. I just looked up a horse magazine first. And then after that, Facebook suggested all these other very, very relevant ones. Tap them all out. This is who I would target. Not that tricky. I don't know the age. I do know it's women. If I didn't, I would probably target all to get started. Now, is there some more advanced ways to run ads? Yes. But will this work? Is this good enough to get sales? Absolutely. So, what type of ads can you run? I'm going to give you a little vocabulary today. If you're new to Facebook ads, PPE is a page post engagement ad. It's just the objective of the ad is to get people to engage with the post that you have on your fan page. I do not recommend ever doing these whatsoever. Clicks to website. Website conversion. This is what we're going to do for almost all of our ads because our goal is to get a conversion, to get a sale. I don't want people just to engage with my posts and not buy anything. I want to target and have an objective to tell Facebook I want people purchasing on my website because that's what makes your sales money, right? So to me, the rest of the other stuff doesn't matter. I don't care how many clicks come to my website. I only care how many people are buying. Okay? RHS stands for right hand side. If you go on Facebook right now, on a desktop, on the right hand side, there'll be a small little ad you can see. NF stands for newsfeed, D for desktop, M for mobile. There's a bazillion different other ways that you can run ads, but you can do, website conversion ads only on mobile, website conversion ads only on desktop. You can't do right hand side on mobile because right hand side ads don't actually exist on mobile. And there's a ton of other ones, app installs, leads, etc., yada yada. You do need to have a little bit of vocabulary because as we go through and as you run more stuff, I'm going to start using all these acronyms and skip the longhand, okay? So what can you target by? Well, you can target by gender because I already showed you the horse. This girl loves horses. You can target by age, gender, location, language, demographic, interests, data. And what I mean by data is once you've got that fancy schmancy pixel on your page, you can build an audience of people that look like the people that have landed on your page or look like the people that have converted into purchasers. And that new audience is very likely to do the same action. So I don't want to confuse you now, but you can target by these and many other things. So just try to remember age, gender, and interest as a starter, and then you'll start to get the other ones. But know that you can target by location, whether that's city, state, zip code, distance from zip code, country, combination with language, all kinds of different things. There's a bazillion other things that you can target as well, but these are the main things. So let's take a quick walk around creating an ad. I'm not going to actually create it live for you, but I'm going to take a quick walk around for you so that you can see everything. All right? So we're going to go through here. This is the create new ad process. And for this particular ad, I could just do conversions. And I go through here. Conversions demo. Don't run. And then I just, you could start at $10 a day. I would leave it just default. On all of the other options, you don't need to show the advanced options and stuff. That stuff's just going to confuse you and confuse me. It's not necessary. Just click conversions. I would start at, at least 10. You start at $10 a day. All right. Now I'm not going to go over naming and all the different stuff on your ad set at the moment. I'm just going to hop in here and show you. So this, I would hopefully have purchases, but let's just leave it on where it's at right now. We're going to go down here, and I just want to show you around. Here's the bulk of where things are going to happen. Most everything I sell in starts in the United States. Eventually, I would like to go worldwide. Some campaigns will do it, and some campaigns won't. But I just want to show you where things are at for now. United States, you can include Canada as well. Canada in your ads, the audience size should go up. You can target just men, target just women, target certain age groups, languages, English maybe, English all, detailed targeting. So if you wanted to do women, we don't need to add that qualifier in there if we're in the US and Canada. We know most all of them speak English anyways. It's just not necessary. But detailed targeting, horse. You can do horseback riding. I could do a bunch of other ones. I could Google all the different magazines. If there's women, horseback riding is an interest. I'm going to uncheck this little box here. I don't like to have this box checked. Now, horse and rider is an actual magazine, which would be much more targeted than horseback riding or racing. Because a lot of people might like that interest, but if you know a horse and rider magazine, you probably own a horse, or you probably love horses with an absolute passion, because I've heard of horseback racing. Might even be interested in watching it on TV. But the only reason I know that magazine is I've searched to sell that shirt I've already showed you before. And the only people that know about that magazine are horse lovers that would probably buy that shirt. So that gives you a pretty good idea on the targeting there. So we have age, gender, languages, location, interests, and then we can go into the demographics if you'd like. Click browse, demographics. You can do education, financial status, life events. If they're parents or not, I do a lot of stuff where we're selling gifts in the family market. So this parent audience is really important, where if you want to have a custom dad thing or a mom thing or any of those different things, you can figure out if it's a woman parent here, that's a mom. If it's a male parent here, that's dad. So you can start to layer those things together and target those people. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a walk around in here. Hopefully you see it. Hopefully you're not scared about it. And again, $10 a day is really all you need to go ahead and get started. So I wanted to go through the researching your market for your interest now that you have a little bit of a look around in there. Google the following: brands, people in your market buy from them, celebrities and shows, people in your market like them, magazines, associations, websites, and interests. You're going to Google these things. Interests, not so much, but the rest are going to start with the Google search. And once you have them, they'll populate all the relevant stuff around it. So you got people, celebrities and shows, magazines, associations, websites, and interests. Once you get a couple of them in there, Facebook will do the rest of the work for you. So here's an example. If I was going to sell a mug that has my dog's photo upload, custom whatever on it, okay? If I wanted to do that, here's how I'd figure out who to target. Dog market, we got brands: Petco, PetSmart, Purina, Iams, Pedigree. How would I find those? I just Googled dog food brands. That's all I did, all right? And you could target any of those and they're going to be fine. Celebrities and shows. Cesar Millan is the dog whisperer. Pitbulls and Parolees is a popular show that's on TV. Anybody that's interested in those are probably dog lovers, okay? Magazines: Dogster, Bark, Whole Dog Journal, Modern Dog, Animal Wellness. These all came from a Google search. So did the websites. I went for dog box offers, because with Gearbolt Pro you can make box offers. So I wanted to go after the people that are interested in that stuff. interest, pit bulls, which is pretty large and big, Shih Tzus, Dachshunds, rescues, veterinary clinics. These are all different things that you can use to make an audience of people to test a product. Some of the products I've shown you, researching on Etsy, I've shown you the dog market over and over and over. Now you know how to go after these people. If it's a dog mom, it's probably UK, female, interested in Petco, PetSmart, Purina, yada yada yada. Nothing else to it. That's how you would go and target these things. So hopefully you learn some stuff in this. Hopefully you start to think audience first. Who am I going to target? How am I going to sell this as you research Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Etsy? So that when you're researching these things, you don't just say, okay, that's a winner, that's got recent reviews, that's important. But if you take all these down, make a better design phrase or whatever it is, but then you have no idea how to target or sell it, well, then you're not going to be able to target or sell it. So, analyze things with that in mind. So your action steps: make 2 dummy ads. All you gotta do is go into your business manager and your ads manager and click the green button that says create ad, and it will take you to the same screen I showed you in my Facebook. From there, I want you to make 2 dummy ads. You can do $10 a day, $100 a day, $1 million a day, whatever it is. I wouldn't accidentally put $1 million a day in there. You won't have a budget for it, but you're not going to run them. You just leave them unfinished in draft. I just want you to get used to it. Before you spend any money and you screw it up with live money, I want you to get in there, make a few mistakes today, hopefully, get kind of acclimated to it. That way you have a pretty good idea how it all works, so you're not poking and guessing around with real live money. Just make 2 dummy ads today. Make a dog mom ad. I told you how to do it. Make a soccer mom and or a hockey dad. That's all you really got to do. Make 2. You could do baseball dad. You could do baseball mom. Any of these variations of what I've got here. You don't even need the products itself. What would be great and ideal is if you can do a full research pattern on Etsy. Maybe launch 2 dummy ads for things that you've researched there. If you want to do that, you'll get a full exercise on it, from research all the way to traffic, so you can really think audience first, product second. But if you don't want to do that, at least take one of the 2 that are on the screen here and go ahead and launch your dummy ads. So that's it for today, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.